I'm Paul Huizinga. I've got Scott here from CV Products, and he's going to take me through the X2 line here. Now, I'm familiar with some of your other products, but I don't necessarily know what's going on with X2. Can you explain exactly what this is all about?
Yes, X2 is a line of valvetrain that's born and developed from the Exeldyne brand, which is the premium valve train and valves available in racing today, from the highest levels of Formula One, NASCAR, NHRA. We manufacture here in the United States. Well, we decided that we wanted to move into the steel valve arena with the X2 brand and bring out some other high-value product to the market.
So you're really making racing more affordable for people.
Exactly. We're offering superior performance at excellent value.
Now, what different components do you offer in the X2 line?
We start off with our stainless steel valve line. We then have valve guides, valve seats, locks, retainers, really anything you need for the valvetrain system.
Okay, so now these valves, let's talk a little bit about what goes into making them and what applications you cover.
Yeah, we cover a wide range of applications, and we're adding more applications almost monthly. Right now we've got small block Chevy, big block Chevy, Ford, the 347 SR, it's real popular right now. We've got LS valves and adding more. And we've also got our power sports line, which is both titanium and steel.
Okay, so really you're targeting the guy who wants to get the best possible quality for his money, basically.
Yeah, you're correct. We've targeted three key areas on the X2 valve line, and that is the best finishes, tightest tolerances, and the finest materials.
All right, so take me through the construction of this valve. What exactly am I looking at here detail-wise?
Yeah, you're looking at stainless steel materials, depending on whether your intake or exhaust, and in some exhaust applications you need high-temp materials such as Inconel. So we've really chosen for both intake and exhaust specific materials for that application. We've also concentrated on the tolerancing, on the stem, for example, on run-out. On the surface finishes, we've worked on the, again, stem finish, seat, and tip. So we've really tried to really give the consumer, again, superior performance for excellent value.
And now all of this is coming from the company's long-term experience in racing.
Yes, we have a dominant position in the NASCAR racing, make a lot of valves for the teams with the Exeldyne brand, so we have some knowledge about how to make valves.
All right, now Scott, the theory is all well and good, but we've got a really crazy engine back here. I want to learn more about that. Who is this gentleman right here?
Yeah, I want to introduce you to Matt Giagrande. He's the program manager for drag racing for CV Products, and he can tell you about how these things have been tested and proven in racing.
All right, I really can't imagine a more brutal environment to test products and really make sure that they are going to be what your end customers want. Tell me a little bit about what's going on with this engine.
Well, we're fortunate enough to have great partners like Schumacher Racing help us develop some of these new parts we've got, especially on the exhaust side with the Inconel product. Some of the ancillary parts that go along with that, like locks and lash caps, and we've been fortunate to have a long-lasting relationship with them, and they make over 11,000 horsepower with that monster.
That's crazy, and you've got X2 parts in there.
We do. We have X2 parts. They're championship-proven, quality-driven, and we do a lot of fact-finding with our customers. Again, Don Schumacher included, and they've helped us make a fine product.
Well, that's really a pretty strong recommendation. I mean, if it can live in that kind of environment, your bracket racer, your weekend warrior, your serious door slammer guy, I mean, it's going to work great for him.
Yeah, absolutely. If it can withstand over 11,000 horsepower, it can just about tolerate anything.
So it seems like the longer that I'm here, the more people I get to meet, and we're kind of moving up the food chain here. Who's this gentleman?
This gentleman is Todd Okuhara, one of the finest crew chiefs that works for Don Schumacher Racing.
Todd, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about this. Now, we're using a lot of components here from CV. Tell me where we're seeing those parts in this engine.
We've been using their intake valves for a long time, and we always want to strive to put the best parts that we can get to put in these cars to get the maximum performance out of them. And we have gotten that from CV, their intake valves, and now we're doing some exhaust valve stuff with them, and we still see the same type of performance and quality of parts that we get from them.
Now, in your race program, you really can't tolerate broken parts. I mean, everything is mission critical, right? Something breaks, you lose the round.
Oh, absolutely. It's a little different than like NASCAR, IndyCar. We have one shot at it. It's less than 4 seconds, and everything is very critical. From the valves that we use, the oil, the blower belts. I mean, everything's just really critical what we do.
So it'd be safe to say that you'd probably recommend these parts if I was putting together a small block Chevy for a little bracket racing action or something like that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, we strive to put the best parts in our motors to get the best performance out of them, and the reason they're in our cars is because that's how strongly we feel about them.
Well, there's something really cool about the idea that I could put the same parts in my street car that you'd see in a fuel motor. So I may have to look into that a little bit more closely here. I'm Paul Huizinga for Power Automedia. This is the 2015 PRI show. Keep it right here. We got a whole bunch more stuff coming at you.